What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's football preview video. Now, the Premier League champions have already been decided, but those top four Champions League spots have not. So please join me today as I talk just a little bit about the fixture that is kicking off this Friday on the 16th of May at Stamford Bridge that sees Chelsea host Manchester United. We start off today's video with the home side here being Chelsea. The last 5 fixtures for the Blues have ended in 4 wins and 1 loss, with Chelsea's last match being a disappointing 2-0 loss away at Newcastle in the Premier League last weekend. In these last 5 fixtures, Enzo Maresca's team have scored 9 goals and conceded 4 goals. Speaking of Enzo Maresca, he likes his Chelsea team to just counter-attack out wide with aggressive and physical defending from the midfielders. To achieve this, we do see Chelsea lining up in a 4-2-3-1 formation with that double pivot in midfield to just give them a stable foundation on which to build those counter-attacks, but also providing extra stability in the heart of the pitch. The first of 3 players for Chelsea that I have to talk about has got to be English left winger Jadon Sancho. In 39 appearances, he has 4 goals and 10 assists, and he operates as the inverted winger in the Chelsea setup on that left wing. Jadon Sancho uses his pace and his creativity to just conjure up magic on that wing and either gets himself goals or picks up assists in the process. Centrally for Chelsea, creating some of those moves for them, I want to talk about Argentine central midfielder Enzo Fernandez. In 43 appearances, Fernandez has 7 goals and 13 assists, and he operates as a box-to-box midfielder in the heart of midfield for Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez often combines his passing range and accuracy with phenomenal work rate to just boss those midfield areas of the pitch for the Blues. And then getting on the end of some of these wonderful chances created by these midfielders, I want to talk about English attacking midfielder Cole Palmer. In 43 appearances, Cole Palmer has 15 goals and 10 assists, and even though he's the main playmaker at Chelsea, he's also their top scorer. Cole Palmer has somehow managed to combine his creative dribbling with a lethal finishing ability to just pick up goals galore this season. Okay, on to the away team now. For Manchester United, the last 5 fixtures have ended in 2 wins, 1 draw and then 2 losses. United's last match was a 2-0 loss at home against West Ham United in the Premier League last weekend. And in their last 5 fixtures, Ruben Amorim's team have scored 11 goals and conceded 8 goals. Speaking of Amorim, he also wants his team to play on the counter-attack, but he wants them to do so centrally, with deep defending in their own half in numbers. We see Manchester United often lining up in a 3-4-2-1 formation this season. They have 2 central playmakers just behind a centre forward who looks to just build and create midfield overloads between those centre backs and in those heart of defense areas, and then just look to punish the opposition from there. 3 players that I have to talk about for Manchester United. Firstly, creating most of their chances from midfield, I have to talk about Portuguese attacking midfielder Bruno Fernandes. In 34 appearances, Fernandes has 19 goals and 19 assists. And while he is the playmaker at Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes has managed to get himself a lot of goals using his dribbling ability in that attacking third and his overall creativity. In the heart of midfield for Manchester United, I want to talk about English central midfielder Kobbie Mainoo. In 34 appearances, he has 2 goals and 1 assist, but Kobbie Mainoo for me operates as a box-to-box midfielder for Manchester United. He gives them that stamina and control in the heart of the pitch that I think this team really needs most of the time. And finally, as an aggressive threat in the heart of the pitch for United, I want to talk about Uruguayan defensive midfielder Manuel Ugarte. In 44 appearances, Ugarte has 2 goals and 6 assists, and he is the destructive element in midfield for Manchester United. Ugarte will be looking to combine his aggression with all of that physicality to just be able to win the ball back for his team in those central areas of the pitch. Okay, on to the head-to-head. Now, the last 5 fixtures between Chelsea and Manchester United have ended in 1 win for Chelsea, 2 wins for Manchester United, and then 2 draws between the two sides. So somehow it looks like United are actually stronger in this fixture in particular. In terms of goal output in these last 5 matches, Chelsea have scored 8 goals, while Manchester United have hit the back of the net 11 times. So there too, United a little bit more successful when it comes to hitting the back of the net. When we look at the league table this season, however, Chelsea are 5th with 63 points, knocking on the door of those Champions League positions, but Manchester United find themselves languishing in 16th on 39 points. So not good at all for Manchester United in the Premier League this season. There are some absences to talk about going into this fixture. Chelsea are without centre forward Nicholas Jackson through a red card suspension, and then Christopher Nkunku is also missing, or at least a doubt, through injury. So I think Chelsea are a little short up front, but I still do believe that Cole Palmer and company still are very capable of leading their attack as it stands. For Manchester United, the Red Devils are without the services of centre-backs Lisandro Martinez and Matthias de Ligt, as well as centre-forward Joshua Zirkzee. Both teams are in UEFA Cup finals this season, with United in the Europa League final and Chelsea also being in the Europa Conference League final as well. So it does show that both of these teams have struggled a little domestically, but their focus has been on the European Cups, and they're really benefiting from that right now. It does mean that both teams are also still in contention for next season's Champions League. Manchester United need to go out and win the Europa League, which I think they are very capable of doing. And Chelsea need to go out and finish 4th in the Premier League, which I think they are capable of doing as well. The problem for Chelsea though is it's Manchester City in 4th on just 65 points, so 2 points. That's it. That's all Chelsea need to hop over Manchester City. But they could go one better and actually leapfrog Newcastle in 3rd, because the Toons are on 66 points. So it's very tight still in those top 4 to 6 positions, I would say, and everybody's still fighting for those Champions League positions in terms of the Premier League. I think for United, they really have just abandoned the Premier League altogether this season. The priority was, I think, avoiding relegation, and now that we know that Manchester United are safe, I think Amorim will just let them lose the rest of their matches. It doesn't really matter because they can't be relegated, and the next season they'll be in the Champions League. They'll be able to get some extra money in from that. They'll be boosted by being in the Premier League still as well. So I think that was the game plan at Manchester United, and I think they're doing it very well. For Chelsea, I think when Enzo Maresca came in, he had a really big job to do, and he's done fantastically well with this team. Chelsea have been missing players right through the season. They've brought in other players who weren't exactly to standard, but they've managed to get to a position where they're knocking on the door of Champions League qualification once again. I think knowing that both of these teams have failed to keep clean sheets against one another in these last 5 fixtures also tells us that they know how to score against one another, but they're very bad defensively against one another as well. I don't expect that to change in this match. I think knowing that both of these teams are playing counter-attacking football means it's going to be end-to-end stuff, it's going to be frantic, it's going to be chaotic. One of them is going to attempt to try and implement a degree of control on the game. I do think it will be Manchester United. And then I think we'll see Chelsea counter-attacking, and if they don't score, they will be on the end of a counter-attack from Manchester United. But it will be a struggle for control, particularly in those midfield areas of the pitch. And I'm very excited to see what this match actually brings us. I think both of these teams have had their issues offensively and defensively, but with both teams also having former players on their benches, with Mason Mount leaving Chelsea to join United, and then Jadon Sancho leaving United to go to Chelsea, it gives this match an added degree of drama, I would say. And I think both of these players still have a story to write, and this could actually be the fixture in which that story is written.
Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time. And the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Um, thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.